A pet con job to squeeze money from poor, helpless, and naive customers in the bureaucracy is hijacking prices for the issuance of permits. Exactly what a tag team of officials on the take at the National Museum tried to pull off on those seeking treasure hunting permits that cost 40 times more than the initial amount that PTV's Karen Villanda sums up in this report.
Two high-ranking officials of the National Museum were arrested on extortion charges in a joint entrapment operation by Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. In a joint entrapment operation by the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission and the National Bureau of Investigation, the suspects were identified as Ernesto Toribio Jr., head of National Museum Treasure Hunting Section, and Angel Bautista, acting director 3 of Cultural Properties Division. According to PACC, they had received complaints from the treasure hunters regarding the high cost demanded by two officials for the treasure hunting permit. Collected fees from the treasure hunters reached 120,000 pesos, or some 40,000% more than the original legal fee of about 3,000 pesos. According to the complainants, these two officials promised to speed up the process of their papers, even though there is no clear instructions in processing the permits. PACC Commissioner Greco Bellica said it is a clear act of corruption on the range of the National Museum.
Kasi tuwing walang malinaw na requirement at magulong requirement, yun po that's what breeds corruption eh. Yun ang birthing ground ng corruption. Kaya that's why we're saying sa mga offices ng gobyerno na kinukunan ng permit, linawin nila kung ano mga requirements nila, streamline nila, at kung maaari, sundin nila yung one requirement policy para hindi nagkakaroon opportunity ang mga corrupt officials to corrupt.
On the entrapment operation inside the mall in Pasay City, the 120,000 marked money was recovered from the suspects, and the authorities brought them immediately to the NBI to book them on bribery cases.
Pang-ilan na po ito eh, and it seems like mayroong mga ilan-ilang tao sa gobyerno na ayaw tumigil sa korupsyon, at ang ating Pangulo po ay pinatitigil talaga ang korupsyon. So ngayon po dadalhin sila sa NBI para formal na kasuhan dahil caught in the act po ito, and then we will conduct a full-blown investigation sa National Museum.
The PACC asked for the help of the public to coordinate with their office if ever they discover or come across any suspiciously corrupt or deceitful activity in various government agencies. Karen Villanda for The Nation.
Beyond the headlines,
it's news with a different perspective.
before the day ends,
For events that shape our views and impacts the world around us.
we keep you up to speed.
With Richmond Cruz and Charms Espina. PTV News Headlines, your comprehensive nightly news source, only here.